Ready?
Yep.
Talofa Lava family, what a special moment for me at this time. My name is Snuka Laulu. I got a special guest, my nephew here. I knew him from since he was born. A fine young man, Madden Soliai. But again, whatever you're doing, please stop, pause, and tune in. And don't forget to reset, rebuild, reconnect. That's what we're gonna do at this time as we go on this journey with this young man right here. I know his family very well. Great family, the Soliai family. But I'll let him introduce himself, and then guess what? We're gonna go from there. So don't go anywhere. Welcome, nephew. Please let everybody know where we're from. I know who you are, but just introduce yourself.
Thank you, Uncle, for having me on the podcast today. I'm Madden Soi. I'm a junior at Kahuku High School and currently playing football. And just happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Well, this is the Get Stun Show, family. I got one of the top athletes here in Hawaii. You know, he just got back from a trip visiting schools and representing our Laie, the whole North Shore, and Red Raider country. But let's jump into it. I knew you since you're young, little when you was born. I knew you a long time. I see you growing up. I watched from afar, and what a fine man you have become. And I know that all goes back to your parents, and especially tied to your faith and with the Heavenly Father. And thank you for making time for me to have you here today. Share a little bit your background, where you grew up, for those of us that do not know who Madden Soliai, because everybody just see you on the screen making plays, doing all that. Just share a little bit about where you grew up.
So I grew up here on Iosepa Street in Laie. Went to Laie Elementary all my elementary years. Probably seen me training with the Rebel Squad most of my years. Just walking around with the wagon full of cones and stuff. Running at the park barefoot. Just training with the boys ever since I was young. So it's pretty much.
Thank you. No, that is awesome, man. Where we at right now, we're standing on the grounds of the Soliai compound. You can see the umu hut right back here. We got a lot of ulu trees, the breadfruit right here. So these are the foundation that has been built from his dad, the grandpa, that family generation. So this ground is very blessed, and we are here. I want to dive into it as your father, yeah, being a coach and being a father. How tough was it as speak to those kids out there that's being trained by their dad or trained by other? How tough it is to be trained by your own dad? Is there a difference between how you separate dad and coach?
It's definitely different, I'd say, from getting coached by someone else. He knows how to, as a dad, he knows how to push you past your limits, push those certain buttons. So he's definitely hard on me, but I know that it's just his love for me to help me get to where I want to be in life and in football as well, just so we can have better opportunities for my family as well. So just being coached by him, and obviously he's tough on me, but it's also just tough love at the end, and just how he was raised too, to raise up his own kids. So I'm grateful to have him as a dad, and Father's Day too. So
Yeah.
It was good for him. It was good for me to take them on this past trip.
Yeah.
To Colorado State for my official visits. He got to see a lot of the facilities, got to know more about the place, and eat a lot of food.
Yeah. That is great, because sometimes for some kids, they cannot separate that tough love, right, from a father being trained. And you don't know if you're being hard or being trained so hard, because, and I know your dad, he's tough because he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff. So how do you separate from that? Because some kids can I don't want to do this anymore. You're too hard on me.
Yeah.
Speak to those kids out there, if that mindset, how do you put yourself into that mindset to not take it personal?
Yeah. When he yells at you, coaches yell at you, start going off at you, but it's also not, you gotta listen to what they're saying and not how they say it. So that was a key thing for me growing up. Just listen to what he's saying, because don't listen to the tone, don't listen to their emotions. You just gotta understand what they're trying to get into.
Yeah.
that was definitely a big key for me to just not let it get to my own head, you know. So that was pretty big for me.
So I hope you guys caught that one. Okay, I hope you guys caught that one. What he said, that was key for young kids or even for older kids being coached by their own parents or by another coach. Don't listen to
How they say it,
how they say it,
listen to what they're saying.
what they're saying. So don't get so emotionally attached to the put down to all that. It's a way of building character.
Yep.
And for you, listening to you and watching you from far, you're so mature for your age. You're so mature for, you know, what you do. And where does that come from?
I'd say just all the adversity that I've faced, all the obstacles throughout high school, and just you know, obviously coming onto the football team from a young age, definitely had to grow. I've progressed a lot, and just being the young guy on the team and having all these great leaders that are all in college right now, like Leonga, Mana, Aiden, all those guys. Having all those guys come before me, it's just they helped me show how to mature and be a leader, and on and off the field. So those guys definitely helped set an example for me, and I just want to leave an example for the underclassmen on this team this year too. So.
Man, thank you for sharing. That is awesome because Madden played up at the varsity as a freshman, and for some that is tough to do, especially at Kahuku. It's a tough line to break at Kahuku. You know that, right? But through those experiences, Madden, as you came up a young age, you see all these guys ahead of you. You mentioned some of them, Leonga Lefau, shout out to him at Texas, and Mana them at the U, right?
Yep.
And many other kids like that. So you pretty much you have to work your butt off and be patient and just learn. How did you stay patient in those moments? Because I'm sure the young age or you're still learning, you want to get on the field already. Sometimes the adversary be like, maybe this is not for me. How did you keep your mind focused in staying that this is for me?
I'd say for me, just for me, just staying focused will help me stay focused to not get discouraged on the playing time, but it was more so for me to just focus on myself, focus on my own personal growth, because at the end of the day, it's me against me. So that was one thing for me, to just keep my head down, focus on me, not what anyone else is doing, because you know I'm confident on myself that I'm definitely the best player on the field, but also I'm open to. I had great teammates coming up that helped me get to the point where I am today. So I'm just grateful for a great bunch of guys before me that have helped me to be a better player, to help me obviously grow and stuff. So,
Man, that is awesome. Thank you, nephew. And one of the key word right there is concentrate on yourself and know the confidence that you have in your own skills. Right? Know what you do and wait your time. And when you get that time to break that line, is you gotta go. You gotta go. And especially having your dad as a coach, you know, slash father, more, it's almost more that not a pressure, but more you want to make them proud. Right? You want to make him proud, and especially your teammates. Man, thank you for sharing that. I'll come back to that. Share a little bit about the Rebel Squad. Where did the Rebel Squad, for those of you who do not know the Rebel Squad is well known already around the island, even out there in the States. And I share, what is the Rebel Squad? Who runs the Rebel Squad? What is it about?
So the Rebel Squad, I don't know, you can check this with my dad, but the Rebel Squad first started with Salanoa, Alo, Wiley, and Aloy Gilman, all those guys back in, what was that, 2014, 2015?
They were kids in training in.
It was their senior year, I believe, that he started it with them. And ever since then, those guys created Rebel Squad, and Rebel Squad was, you know, it was made at first for those guys to just train and stuff, because I guess before that they didn't really have training groups like how they do now.
Everybody's on their own.
Yeah, it was mostly
training.
on their own. So, but as it got more on, or as it continued to progress, Rubber Squads became a non-profit organization
Yeah.
to help
I love it.
any
I love
kid
it.
around the state or even in the community.
Yeah.
My dad to for training, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's how it came about. Rubber Squad's a non-profit to help kids work on their physical,
All their skills.
all their skills, their speed training, all of that stuff. So that's basically what Rubber Squad is.
And it's such a great program, and it's free. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it's a free training where we bring all the kids in the community or from outside. You come train, by Coach Sola and some of the other coaches that still running it to this day. And these guys, now they travel, right?
Yeah.
You guys had Pylon. You guys would travel to
So
all
now
those places.
it's a non-profit organization as well as our 7-on-7 team that we have. So we also do our training in the summer, and we also have our 7-on-7 pylon team that we have.
Hmm.
We usually go up to play in the mainland against other top tier teams and teams from down here too. So that's
I totally believe in those kind of programs because it's backyard.
yeah.
It's like backyard. You just grab a bunch of friends, go throw a ball in your backyard. That's how we all grew up. Go in the streets and just throw a ball, right? Run around the cars, run around the rocks, But now it's more organized, and they start training like at 6 in the morning. And it's such an amazing program that so much kids in college and moved on to the next level all came from Laie Park, all came from the Rebel Squad, the big boys. And these are programs that's been opened up all over the island, right? And you was in the Rebel Squad since probably you started walking.
Yeah.
Right, am I right?
Yep.
Yeah. So what are some of the, talk to me about, I want to jump forward a little bit. Talk to me, you just came back from a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't have to say the school you went to. Share about the college or the advantage about growing up here, going up to Kahuku. Share a little about these trips you took and what are you looking forward. What is Madden looking forward, moving on to the next level.
So obviously, come from a small town.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find exposure to get your name out there.
Yeah.
So anything to get your name out is good, and any blessings that come with it. So, I had a past trip to Colorado State.
Yeah.
Matty IU's over there. Shout out to him. So, it was pretty good. I didn't realize how nice the facilities were out in Colorado, personally. So I was pretty surprised up there. And it's honestly a great program. They're building something special out there with their head coach, Jay Norville. And Colorado State, it's obviously up and coming with their new DC that they have. I really love him. He's just a defensive genius. And one of the things that I'm personally looking into for a college is just a place that's like that I can call home, and people that can surround me, the coaching staff and the people there can. It just feels like home, how it is to Kahuku football, and just a place that can help me get to the next level, which is the NFL that I've always had a dream for.
Okay.
And those are just probably the top two things for me. Just having that family-oriented environment that a program has, like Kahuku football, and just a place that can develop me to get to the NFL.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And NFL is a great dream too, and it can happen and it will happen. Share the position that you're playing now. Is that the position you want to play in college, or you might want to move to a different position, or does it matter?
Right now at Kahuku, these past 2 years I've been playing corner.
Okay.
I'm getting recruited as a safety.
Yeah.
Nickel, where you say it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely I'm definitely okay with playing that position because that was the position I came into playing my first year in Kahuku.
As a safety or
Yeah.
nickel
Yeah, that was
slash,
my that was my first position, so
yeah.
it's definitely more comfortable for me to play in that position. So
You know, I feel I watch you play. I watch you. I feel you can play any of that back end
yeah,
position, and I know they bring you in. You're gonna put on more weight, muscle. You're gonna get more faster, and you never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now college is so different. You don't have to be big anymore, or it's where you fit the best, where they can help you the best. And I know you can play anywhere in that back row, you know, that back four, that back five, you know, however you use, because you have the skills for it. You know, one thing is you're smart, and you have the skills, the ability, and you're quick, you're fast. So wherever you go, I know you're going to do well in that backfield. What other schools have you visited?
I've took 2 trips so far. I've taken one to Colorado State and one to UCLA. That was
Yeah.
my first one.
Nice. Are we coming to the close? And you don't have to say anything. Are we coming? Do you have a school in mind already that you want to commit to soon, or you still leaving your options open?
Me and my family were gonna.
And you don't have to say the school.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just say, is it coming close, or is your option still open?
Yeah, it's coming close. Me and my family we've decided to announce it this week.
Nice.
With me and my cousin Malaki.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
This week Saturday, June 21st. So, yep. Sure. Want to come out support June 21st. So.
You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome for that. This one is free. Next time I'm gonna pay you. You guys gotta pay me for asking these questions. No, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I you know, let me know the time.
Yep.
I wanna be there, and I know I'm gonna be following you all the way. Share a little bit about the Kahuku. Played in the Kahuku, in the Red Raider Nation. For those of us that's far away or that's been in, share your journey and your thoughts and feelings about playing in the Red Raider Nation.
Honestly, Kahuku football, it's definitely been a dream to play just because of the community, how much they support us, and just the culture and the tradition here is unmatched. So, just that culture and that tradition, it's definitely something that you want to live up to as a player. So, and there's a long line of great players that have come before me and that have helped get Kahuku to where it is today. So, just for me, just about Kahuku football, one thing that's so special is just the pride that we carry ourselves with, win or lose.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So that's
still
definitely-
celebrate.
Yeah, we still celebrate. Even this past year when we lost,
Yeah.
you know, we were all crying on the bus, all crybaby. Everyone's still popping up.
But we still
fireworks,
celebrate like we
celebrate.
won.
So that's definitely something that's special about Kahuku.
And that is so true. That is so true. And a lot of my friends reach out to me and like, Sully, you guys still celebrate? You guys just lost the state title. Like, don't worry your mind. Don't worry your mind. We on a whole different level over here. But that's the way we show love. That's the way our community show love to our kids. You know, whatever it is, because they all work, even to our coaches, the staff, everyone. That's the way the community gives back to all the sports. Is win or lose, we're gonna show love. You know what I mean? And it's tough love also. It comes with the territory. It comes with the pride that we have, because our mindset is we're not supposed to lose anything, right?
Yep.
Our mindset is losing is not an option. But if we do, we're still gonna celebrate like we won, because our kids deserve it, because they put in the work and all that, and especially the coaching staff. You know, you share a little bit about your goals. Is going to the league. Was that always been a goal for you, or a plan? What is the plan from here going on?
Yeah, that's definitely been a childhood dream of mine.
Yeah.
And also just to go to college, get my degree.
Yeah.
Also something that's been a lifelong dream for me, just to get my degree. And there's not that much people in my family that have went to college, so just something.
That is
something
awesome.
big for me too.
And you know, just enjoy while you're doing it. You know what I mean? have fun while you're doing it, enjoy that journey, because not too many people can get school paid for to go to college, like our parents. You know what I mean? So this is the one of the outlets out of our community is busting your butt while you're young and taking full advantage of the moment, right? Take full advantage of that. And man, I'm so proud of you what you're going through, and I'm excited for this weekend. You say your cousin Malaki too?
Yeah, we're both gonna be announcing our commitment.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you you know. Can you share a little bit about Coach this past thing about Coach Sterling?
Oh,
You know how your thoughts, how that went on him being let go as a coach. Are you hoping to have him back as a coach, or just share a little bit about that? And you don't have to go into details. And where do you want to see this go?
yeah. Yeah, obviously Coach Sterling, he was definitely a big symbol for Kahuku football,
Yeah,
a face for us. So having him stripped of that job was honestly just it was surprising for me,
yeah,
just because it was out
me
of
too.
nowhere too. So I'm glad the community is trying their best to help him, and I hope that one day he gets his name cleared, because
Yeah. That's all he wants, right?
yeah, just his name cleared. So,
Yeah,
just so he can have his life back, you know.
yeah,
So I'd be really happy for him if that happens. If he gets the job back, probably be gone. So
yeah. Yeah, no, shout out to Coach Sterling. He's a great person, father, a bishop, a coach, a leader in the community. So um, I know all that will work out. It will work out soon. And now having Coach Hawaiian, because you played under him your whole career. How is that transition over now? This is your final year playing under Coach Hawaiian. How was he as, you know, as a coach for you?
honestly, with him as head coach, it's nothing really changed for us.
Yeah,
It's everything still the same over there
There you go.
on the team. So just him taking the job, I know that he's he's well he's ready for it.
yeah,
I know that he has the right the right tools and stuff to lead us. So
yeah,
I know that he's fit for the job. So
yeah. And I totally agree to that. He's fit for the job too, because he's been there with you guys.
yeah,
He's at you guys' morning training
yeah,
since when you guys were young. Him and your dad, Pule and Coach Soliai, they work
yeah.
close together forever,
Yeah,
right?
and I think for Coach Hawaiian, even before he was the head coach, he was there like on the first day of our winter training all the way to the end. So
Yeah.
he's never missed a practice, missed a workout. So
Yeah.
he's definitely fit to be the head coach for us. Right?
Yeah,
And he has a long line of, being a Red Raider with his dad being the
Oh,
old
yes.
AD. So
yes, yes.
he definitely knows what it means to be a Red Raider.
Yes.
So
And shout out to Coach Hawaiian. He's one of my best friends, and we're classmates, and that's my brother right there. And I totally believe. Also, I agree with you. Everything he say, he's committed to what you're doing, to what the program is doing. It's all about the kids.
yeah,
And a lot of these coaches, at Kahuku, they always put the kids first in whatever they are doing. I'm excited, man, for this weekend. I am. I'm excited for this weekend. You guys welcome again. I'm excited. And any final message from Madden Soi? Oh, before I go that, what are you looking for going into your senior year now?
senior.
Yeah, what do you want to? What are you looking for? What do you want to happen? And let's, talk to me. Talk to me.
Honestly, my only goal this year for my senior year is to get another ring and bring it back.
Yeah. How many you have?
2 right now,
But the senior year, that one gotta count, yeah.
just so the 25 can stop talking to me about all of their bragging-
rings, eh?
Yeah, all their rings and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Because it's bragging rights.
Yep, bragging rights.
No matter what class you are, it's bragging rights. The goal is winning the state having that ring. It's a bragging rights. I don't care what anybody
Just
say.
wanna,
Like
just end off with the ring.
Yeah.
I
It
like
goes-
25.
it goes all the way back to the 80s. Everybody still, or longer than that, we all still brag about our class. But Madden, that is the goal, right? We want to win the state title.
That's definitely one. Just the state title, and we honestly have two big games as well before the state title.
Heck yeah, I'm excited for that too,
Bishop
man.
Gorman, so
Mater Dei and Bishop Gorman. Mater Dei, are we going up there?
as of right now, yeah, we're going up there, and then
Gorman?
Bishop Gorman's coming here.
Gorman's coming here.
So just those two games, as well as the state championship,
Yeah.
those are two games that
Yeah.
really going to be big for us this
Yeah.
year.
And we're not jumping ahead.
Yeah.
We're not jumping ahead. We want to take one game at a time, and the training never stops. The training never stops here in the North Shore side. Man, any final word out there for our community, for people, for the kids that looks up to Madden? Because there are a lot of kids that look up to you. I'm telling you that. So any final message before we head out?
Just listen to your parents. Always obey them, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are gonna love you unconditionally. And listen to your parents, do your chores, and help out around the house before they sussle you or something. Yep. That's the only thing I have for them.
No, that is awesome. And my final question, not my final question, I have two more.
Okay.
Share a little bit about your faith here in the community, like at home. How big has your faith helped you to mold you as a young man here?
So growing up, I've grown up in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
And growing up, my grandpa and my grandma, because my grandpa used to be a bishop in our ward,
Yes.
and now he's a patriarch. So
Yep.
having him as the man of the house, the strong.
Yeah.
So having him there, he's always had harped on us, our faith about keeping Heavenly Father close to us, and just having him there, it's definitely helped us see our blessings.
Yeah.
And him being a role model to us has definitely helped us increase our faith in our church. And
Yeah.
Growing up as Polynesians,
Yeah.
your faith is one of the key foundations
Number
in your
one,
home.
right?
So
Yes.
just having that faith in our house, it's definitely it's brought a lot of love, a lot of blessings to our family. So that's really important to me.
I really appreciate that, and thank you so much, Madden, for sharing that. Because faith is big in everyone's home. I totally believe that, and that's where my 3 R's come in: is reset, rebuild, reconnect. I see you get to reset every day. We get to reset every day, no matter what's troubling us, what's stressing us. We get to reset and rebuild the confidence, like he was speaking as a young man. He's rebuilding himself and reconnecting with our Heavenly Father. And that's one of the biggest blessings that helped me. And I know it also has blessed this young man right here, and also in his family. And I totally believe what you're saying right there. Before we leave, I just want to share one more thing. Hold on, everybody. I have something, a little gift for you. It's very simple, but I believe it's very powerful too. So what I have here is a rock. It's a gratitude rock. So I wrote the date that we started this, and the sign, the I love you sign, and it says, love your Snukala Ulu family. That's us. And what this rock means to me, I want you to carry this with you wherever you go. Through those troubled times, or you might feel like something is not going right, or maybe every morning you pick up this rock and you say a few gratitude stuffs that you're grateful for, And I know it will switch that mindset really quick. And you can do it with your family too. What I do at home, I pass the rock around to my family, and we say a couple grateful things about each other. You know what I mean? So I know as you go on, there's going to be challenges as you go on as a young man. You're going to be on your own pretty soon. There's going to be challenges. And holding onto this gratitude rock is just a great reminder of our faith, of who we are, and about resetting every day and continue to have that strong foundation. So it's simple. It's not much, but it's simple but powerful. So I just want to share that I'm grateful for you. I watch you as a young man growing up. You come from an amazing family. You know, you have an amazing attitude and that confidence you have. And I want you to carry that on to the next level, or wherever you end up at. But just being a great human being. That's all we want to be, right? That's all we want to be, just be a great human being and just be loving to each other, to anyone you come across, and still have that reconnect with your Heavenly Father. I believe you're going to go a long, long way in your journey, in your future. So I just want to share this with you. This is from me and my family, and I want to pass this on to you. I'm grateful for you, and I love you, and I'm looking forward to watching you for the rest of your way. All right? Family and friends, any final message before we hit up?
Nope.
Yeah?
That's all.
Family and friends, what a blessing to be here sitting with this young man, my handsome nephew, very talented. As y'all heard right there, this Saturday will be the announcement. But I'm looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward not just how amazing you're going to do on the field, but outside the field, off the field, the things that you're going to do for everyone else too. Yeah. Thank you very much, family. This is the Get Done Show. What a blessing to be here at the Soliai compound. Hey, watch out for this kid right here. Our senior year, moving on. I'm excited to find out where he's going to head to, and I'll be there every step of the way. This is the Get Done Show, where we get to reset, rebuild, reconnect. Love you guys, and we're out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mitch.
Love you.
Love you, Uncle.